Hello everybody, my name's Rennze and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Now, I would like to show you everything that I figured out that you can do with the 1.20 pots. Now, there's some really fun things and some neat creations, and starting off with, I would like to show you, putting a head on a pedestal. It's something we all have done, trophies, they go on pedestals. And you could use, any Minecraft block just like this, just put it on there. But the fun thing that pots do is they don't touch any other blocks. So coming over here, you can see that these walls don't touch it, so you can have that fun definition between the pedestal your head is on and all of the other blocks. The second thing, which is probably my favorite, you can see it all right here. You can make these fun little trees for, inside your houses, in, city builds, anything. So you could have these really short bushes, you can have these regular length trees, and the fun thing with the nether brick fences, it looks almost exactly like the cherry wood that the cherry leaves are usually found with. So you just get this really nice small tree. You can also make it as tall as you want, you can make the leaves as tall as you want, or you could just have a tall bush with, no body. The next thing you can do right here, you can put candles in a pot. It'll make the pot look really full of, wax, like it'll burn for a long time. And the fun thing about it, you can have one candle, which works really well just in the center here, if I light it. Just in the center here, just one candle, it looks alright. You can have 2 candles, you can have 3 candles. Well, you can only see the flame, but it makes it look more like it's inside of it. Or, 4 candles. You could also, for whatever reason you wanted, put a pickle in it, and it will fill up the centerpiece very nicely. You could also have a pillar instead of using a full block. Once again, you could have it, a little smaller on all sides. You won't see the top of the pot, and you can just put, brick walls, mud brick walls. It'll all go really well with it. Up, and then have like a filler on top where it's just holding up your building. Next thing you can do is actually, if you put a pot inside of your decorated pot, you can just have any plant you want sticking out of it. So in this case, I chose a cherry sapling, but you could put anything in it and it'll actually look like this big pot is holding your little plant. So I know with like the regular decorated pots, you can't actually put plants in them, but just put a pot on top of it. It'll connect really nicely, all the colors go together, and then you can just put a plant in it. This next bit, we're going to get to lamps. So we have this, regular lamp. You have, a lightning rod sticking down, fills this bit. It all looks really connected, and just have a lever on top that you can flip on and off. Here, we use a end rod to give it light, and just have like this lampshade here, which looks really nice, and you don't have that lever sticking out on top. But it also doesn't fill the center quite as nicely. You can then also have, you can mix and match these any way you want. If you don't want any light, you want an end rod in there, or you want light here, you could put the end rod in there, lightning rod. But you can mix and match any way you want. You could also use these iron bars, and you can use beacons. It doesn't look as nice, like this one, I didn't use any, and it's just iffy. But then you go over here and you can actually iron bar, or you can, oh, my bad. Let's fix that. Or you could use the lightning rod, and then you can just put trapdoors around it, and it'll act as a lampshade where you can actually see like the light bulb, the lamp, all that sort of stuff. And then if you want some subtle lighting instead of, all the obvious lights, you could just put a glow item frame in there, and it'll be a very subtle light. It's not as noticeable, and you can just hide it inside of the pot right there. Now, alongside of hiding things in pot, if you put a pressure plate on there, so I've set up a little staircase like this in a door, and you're not worried about mobs, and you're feeling quite lazy, you can just put it there and then walk through using pressure plate on the pot. It'll look very nice, and you can just pop through. This next thing, you can actually have hanging pots. Like I know we have like these hanging plants. Then you could do this and just have the big pot hanging down. Now, the fun thing with this, if I go back to what I had originally shown, you can actually have something like this, where it's just the giant hanging pot. Now, it doesn't look as nice as just these regular ones, but it is still very nice, very there. You can just have a whole bunch of hanging things. And then for the last lamp, you know, you can just have, I chose an acacia fence because it looks similar to the color of the decorated pot, and just have a sea lantern on it. But you can mix and match any of the pots, any of these combinations, just everything, and it will all look very nice. And also, instead of the regular pots, you could actually use, you know, the decorated ones, like this. Why didn't that work? Hold on. You can use the decorated pots, which you will have to use, because, you know, I don't think you can get the regular decorated, like the plain decorated pots in regular Minecraft. But I'm not actually sure. So, yeah, that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button, maybe like the video, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. I'll see ya.